your food because you know I gotta eat and there ain't nothing you can do because I'm running through the street and when I step up in the building, know I'm coming with the heat.
In the early 90s, hip-hop music gave birth to classic hits and colorful fashion trends. Through a group called Leaders of the New School, listeners would be introduced to the rambunctious character of Busta Rhymes, who 20 years later would be named among hip-hop's greatest MCs. What's the criteria that you would judge who's a top 5 of all time?
I think it's really just about how well-rounded and packaged as an artist you know how to be. Rhyming, to making songs, to performing. Just having that thing that makes the difference between being a star, and lyrics alone, unfortunately, ain't enough to make you a top 5 dude.
Do you see yourself like in a top 5?
I don't really put myself in categories. You know, I usually let the people do that. The standards that I set for myself is greater than these things. I like to look at what I do as something that's greater than man.
The list of top all-time hip-hop veterans will remain debatable, largely due to the shifting criteria. But in the past 20 years of Busta's career, he has collaborated with the likes of everyone from Stevie Wonder, Ozzy Osbourne, Mariah Carey, Janet Jackson, Jay-Z, Steven Tyler, and Lil Wayne, just to name a few. And he's still making music. I'm
an artist at heart. So, you know, at the end of the day, I love to work with artists, especially ones that inspire me and ones that I respect. And especially at this point in my career, I'm not into fake relationships. I'm not into fronting when we in the studio if we really ain't got a vibe.
After being part of many music groups, he collaborated with the likes of Dr. Dre's Aftermath record label, but then departed, taking his conglomerate music group to join Lil Wayne and Birdman's Young Money, Cash Money Billionaires.
This movement right here, Birdman, Slim, Mac Main, Wayne, we sat at the round table and we just was able to really find a way to make something special and magical happen that felt good. And for me, that was what was the most important thing. The business and the personal felt good. So when I put out King Tut as my first single for this year, the Dragon Project, which is coming out exclusively through Google Play, and I'm giving away for free my 9th solo album, I thought it was different but important for me to give people a record that not only is a hot record, but is a hot record that introduces 2 new artists. But I just think it's important as vet artists that we start introducing those that's worthy of the introduction.
Tell me if you agree with me or not. You know, today it seems like the music and the groups, the power groups and all that, big icons who are together, do it together, but it's still like I'm doing me, you doing you, as opposed to like the days and Leaders in the New School. The flows, the way that people, you know, was rapping with each other, intermingling and weaving the songs, you know, like that's missing to me. You agree with that or not? And do you think people want that? Is that going to come back?
I don't know. I mean, everybody got their own way of creatively approaching. You know, if that's the thing, that's the calling at the time, you do it and you give it to the people, whether they asking for it or not, because sometimes the people don't even realize what they want until they get it.
Who else be riding through the town in a drink? See the way I take over casinos like the Nero said. Your money short, watch out.